Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live reaction of episode 247 that not only aired and premiered live on this YouTube channel, not only on THV 11 Plus in Little Rock, not only, well, actually tonight on WBBJ in Jackson, Tennessee, but today at noon on WMC Action News 5, Memphis Wrestling aired, and what an episode it was from start to finish. I want to talk to you guys all about it, so welcome to the live reaction. Once again, I am Dustin Starr. If you guys have any questions, any topics, anything that you want to talk about, put that in the comments. I do want to remind you that we are live next Sunday, November 23rd, for a very, very special Christmas with the King. That's right, Jerry the King Lawler is joining us next Sunday, November 23rd. I will give you guys, the members only, I will give a sneak peek at the facility before we actually do the episode. It's awesome. Myself and my lovely Maria are headed to the WrestleCenter here in just a moment. I also have a Memphis Hustle game tonight, so I got a little bit of a limited time. Maria's going to be decorating the trees. And if you guys, I'm sure you don't know the history of Maria decorating trees, and she used to decorate Landers Center for Christmas every single year. That's when I met her. Gosh, 15 years ago. Oh, 15 years ago. Yeah, definitely over 15 years ago. And she was decorating trees back then. She's always decorated our tree. So I am happy to have my lovely Maria coming to decorate trees at the WrestleCenter for Christmas with the King. And I don't know if you guys saw the press release earlier. I want to talk about the press release that went out. I want to talk about today's episode. Let me get caught up in your comments. But once again, if you have a topic you want to talk about, a match you want to talk about, something you liked, something you didn't like, go ahead and put those in the comments. And we will do that right here, right now. Rob Matlock is in the house. Great episode, wall-to-wall action. I totally agree, man. Like, even the opening promo where King Cobra announces a #1 contender, to me, I view that as a match because that's very important. So next week, on Thanksgiving Day and Thanksgiving weekend, Ray Sanders in front of his friends and family and Channel 5, which is huge here in Memphis, he's going to get an opportunity at the Memphis Heritage Championship. Eddie Kane is in the house. Thomas Hallett is here. Hello, Dustin. I'm glad Diana Taylor is champion again. Wow, just coming straight from the desk, getting in there, beating Nick CXS up and DDTing her right on her head. And again, the women's division always delivers for us. If you guys remember when we premiered on Action News 5 Plus here in Memphis, it was the women's championship in the main event. And then, of course, today at noon, we were on WMC. The press release, I mentioned it a moment ago, but it's official. We're going to air on Christmas Day here in Memphis on Channel 5. And then also Christmas with the King will not only air on the weekend, typical schedule for everybody else, but it will air on Channel 5 on Christmas Day. So it's going to be a lot of excitement. And DDT leading the way for the women's division. Main Event Ben is in the house. What's up? DDT's return was excellent. Tribal Chief Regans is here. Hello, brother. Bo is here. Dirty Diana Taylor's back in full force. Boo that woman. Oh, come on, Bo. Get out of here. But you will be, sure, happy to know that Psycho Simon is about to fight Ray Sanders next week on Thanksgiving. How surprised are you with DDT's surprise return? I was shocked. She just said on commentary a moment before that she feels like she's almost ready. What's up, Jason Freeman? How are you? Jay Webb and McCarty need to settle things. All right, I'm going to ask you guys. Does Jay Webb and Makari Candy need to have a one-on-one contest? Do they just need to end this thing like we always do on Memphis Wrestling inside the squared circle? I mean, he is over 300 pounds, and she's probably barely 100 pounds. So, I mean, come on, guys. Would that be the reasonable thing to do? Happy Saturday, Jason Freeman. Main Event Ben, congratulations on 3-time champion DDT. All's right in the world. Yes, I guess so. 3 times. You know, and when you want to think about it, next week, Ray Sanders has an opportunity of a lifetime. Both used to be members of the Hollywood Clique. Ray Sanders was right there when DDT won the championship. Ray versus Simon on any given day. You're exactly right, Rob Matlock. On any given day, an underdog could win. And next week, it could very well happen. I got a little heart flutter just saying that because I remember Ray Sanders coming and signing up day 1 at the WrestleCenter for training. And we're thinking, will anybody come and sign up for training? You know, we know they would, but you know, you always, it's almost like when you sell the place out, I always wonder, are they going to come? So you're like, man, is anybody going to sign up? And there's Ray Sanders right there from Rossville, Tennessee. Patrick Moore, Nixie versus Big Mama for the UWN women's title would be interesting. Yeah, I would expect to see Big Mama defending the championship coming up. She is scheduled to be with us on Sunday, November 23rd, and again on December the 14th. Those tickets are all on sale. Big Mama will be in the house, and she will have the United Wrestling Network Women's World Championship. We believe in Ray Sanders, says Jonesy Jones. All right, B. We believe. Let's see what happens. Whoop, whoop. El Juggalo's here. William Bowen, congratulations, DDT. Main Event Ben says something's got to be done about Jay Webb and Makari Candy. I just asked. I mean, for real, do we have them in a one-on-one match? El Juggalo, so is Jerry Lawler going to wrestle? Come on, dude. Jerry Lawler has had a couple of strokes. So, I mean, there's no way he's going to be able to wrestle. He's 74, 75 at this point. So, but Jerry Lawler will be in the house, and he will be taking part in our television tapings. There also will be a VIP experience from 11:30 to 1:30 with the King. King's not coming alone either. Shane Russell, the son of the legendary Lance Russell, says he's going to be in the house. I got a text message from Reggie B. Fine that says he wants to be there as well. And of course, if it's Christmas with the King, I'm sure Santa Claus will be there. So there's no telling who's going to show up with the King, Jerry Lawler. You need to get the tickets. I'm telling you, if there are any seats left, you need to get them right now, memphiswrestling.tv. It's going to sell out if it's not already, but there are plenty of meet and greet tickets available for you. Jerry Lawler will be signing. Jerry Lawler will be taking pictures. Thomas says, I bet Terrence Ward wasn't expecting DDT to return to action. He must be really bad. Oh, man, I was sitting right next to, she was on the other side, so I was next to Terrence, and I heard him groan. And there should be some desk footage. We've got a new desk cam that we're going to ease into the television program, and I'm pretty sure I've got some desk cam footage of DDT standing up, so that's probably coming to members only. Just like we dropped 2 brand new behind-the-scenes videos on members only. You guys need to join it. It's only $3.99 a month. You get to watch Memphis Wrestling before anybody else. All right, let me get back. Speaking of which, here's Eddie Kane. DDT cheated my Nixie. She needs to run it back. Eddie Kane, how could you? You would root for Nixie XS over DDT? I'm shocked, but all right. And you see, Eddie Kane-Man's got the red strap championship belt on his icon right there. He's been a members only for 24 months. He has a white strap Mike Anthony Memphis Heritage Championship, and I saw him with a Marco Harris t-shirt on, so he's all over the board. Big Mama over Nixie. Yeah, Big Mama has definitely got the size advantage. As long as Simon holds up the Memphis banner as our Heritage Champion, there will always be a bit of good left in the world. I'm sure I don't have to remind you here, Bo, because you already know. But to the newer viewers, you're going to see it on TV coming up. Psycho Simon has ruined Christmas. He's kidnapped Santa Claus. He's destroyed the WrestleCenter. He's put out King Cobra's Eye. He's retired Derek King. He turned on his own friend. He's thrown fireballs, power bombs through tables. He's beaten up fans out of the audience. He nearly killed Justin Credible. We'll see what happens on Thanksgiving Day. Webb versus Makari in a candy-eating contest. Rob, you're a genius. Then maybe the candy gets lodged in Jay Webb's... He can't breathe. Makari Candy tries to give him CPR or the... what's the thing? But she can't get her arms around him. That would be really good TV, I'm going to tell you. What's up, Nayan? How are you? It says, where are you going to bring Alan Steele back? Alan Steele was the first ever Memphis Heritage Champion. There's the Grind City Rumble is coming right up. Good question. I like your hairstyle. Thank you, brother. Trademarked, copyrighted. At the very least, Stepbrad of the Year has redeemed money. And the family leading them to Trios Glory. Oh, main event money. We're never going to hear the end of this. You better watch out because main event Bradley, Stepbrad might pawn those rings. By the way, John Cena is the Intercontinental Champion as well as a Grand Slam champion. You can go listen to Grind City Wrestling at grindcitymedia.com or go to Grind City Media right here on YouTube. Me and my partner, Devin Walker, we host a podcast for about 380 episodes now, and we just talked about Grand Slam Cena, so go check that out. Let me make sure I'm back. Rob Matlock, we don't need to know about your kryptonite. Eddie Kane, Ray is from Rossville, Tennessee, right down the street, I think outside of Collierville. Makari and Jay Webb need to settle things in the ring one-on-one. No Super Zeros involved. Ray. Dustin, I'm getting all caught up. Which Blood and Guts match? Oh, gosh. Let me get caught up real quick. I lost my place. Oh, my gosh. I'm so far behind. Hold on one second. Jeez, you guys are blowing it up. Blood and Guts, I didn't really care for either one of them. Too much blood for the women for me, but they all worked really hard. People were speculating that he was going to wrestle when that press release came out. I don't think anybody thinks the King is going to wrestle. Autism Elite's in the house. What's up? Think DK will help Ray Sanders beat Psycho Simon? It could happen. Let me get caught up here. You guys. Paulie from The Sopranos. I don't even know who that is. Is it me or did Bradley steal CJ Money's pinfall? He totally did. So you know there's some jealousy there between, I guess, Step Brad and Step CJ? I don't know. Brad Stinkerhorn is at the pawn shop pawning those rings for McDonald's. What do you think about main event Bradley? Hold on, there's a $5 donation came in from Eddie Kane, Maine. Oh, boy. I just knew this was going to be a thing, and I'm going to go ahead and love and like it. Eddie Kane, Maine, with $5 on the board, says, I'm next in line for the sweet face. I saw Makari Candy after the show, and I said, I think the sweet face is going to be the new most popular move on Memphis Wrestling, and she just laughed. Main event Ben, what do you think about main event money? I think mid-card Bradley being a glory hog, making CJ do all the work. Mama Money's too blind to see that. Well, we'll see how that comes to a head. I think it's a whole lot of crazy talk about how his new family, and all that kind of stuff. Long time to see Jerry Lawler. Can't wait to see him. Me too, Jason Freeman. Would Jerry Lawler be on the show? Yeah, Jerry Lawler's coming on the show. Patrick, get all caught up. There was a whole press release and everything. We've been talking about it all through the live chat. What do you mean? Of course. Lawler's a legend in Memphis, to be honest, says El Juggalo. Eddie Kane, Maine, and me are on the same wavelength right now. Our forever women's champion got robbed. Oh, boy. Don't listen to Ed Dustin. He's just being a sore loser like Nick CXS. All right, Jonesy says Big Daddy merch, taking charge and getting big mains back together. I loved it. Anytime I see Big Daddy on TV, I love it. Dude, there's nothing wrong with my hairline. Get out of here, bro. Rob Matlock, Common, I've married 3. I know my weakness. Okay, I gotcha. I think he's talking about redheads there. Bunch of Ray comments here. I heard Jimmy Blaylock was pissed when he found out Candy was the name of a wrestler. Oh, gosh. So much could be said there, but I'm not going to do it, Buddy Jones. I'll let you do it instead. DDT definitely caught Nick CXS off guard. I agree with that, Rico, and I do think that possibly there could be a one-on-one match to even settle the score once and for all between DDT and Nick CXS. I am here, but we'll see. The reason Nick CXS was put in this situation is because she wasn't defending the title. So UPW Envy, is Big Nasty Phil ever returning to Memphis Wrestling? Oh, we love Big Nasty Phil. I imagine at some point we'd see him. I think he retired from wrestling though. So if he retired, I don't know if he's active. Psycho Simon, what's wrong with him? Everything is wrong with him. I could throw some of these people over the top rope if you want me to, guys. My favorite wrestler, Psycho Simon. What's up? What's up, A-Fan? Will we see a fireball from Jerry Lawler on November 23rd? I don't know. I think you guys need to not think he's going to be very active. The King will be there to take pictures, sign autographs, and he will appear on the show. And let's just hope that Psycho Simon doesn't try to mess this up. That would suck. J-Web seems like he just want to make amends, but needs to do it not like that. I agree, man. When your girl doesn't want anything to do with you, and I don't know that that was his girl, so to speak, but if your friend wants nothing else to do with you, I don't know if you go and interrupt their matches and, grab them off the apron and stuff like that. Why I'm thinking of Jim Cornette when I hear Memphis Wrestling. Oh, I bet Jim Cornette loves Memphis Wrestling, for sure. What's up, A-Fan? How are you? When's Mike Anthony coming back? I have no idea. Last time we saw Mike Anthony, he was walking through that door. Thomas says he loves DDT, Diana Taylor. I guess Just Incredible got clean and has a job at Chili's. What do you think? Legit? You don't go from 1 week scamming people, laying in a hospital bed. And I know it was a little more than 1 week, but it has not been a long time. I mean, right now, I think Just Incredible just needs to lay low and focus on doing that before going public and trying to save his image. So, yeah, I'm glad he's got a job, and I hope everything he's saying is true. Mr. Oso seems to be taking Vashon Harvey places. Well, we will see about that. Rob Matlock says the episode was so full. It was. I feel TNA should stick with NXT because every time other promotions do business with Raw and SmackDown, it fumbles. I think they've got a good thing going on there. It depends on how you look at it. I look at it like TNA needed the help, and I look at it like WWE is helping them out a lot. So, let's see. Love Candy. She's cute, says Jason Freeman. Lots of McCarty Candy fans. Here's Autism Elite. That's Christopher. Is there a record for most appearances in Memphis Wrestling at the WrestleCenter in 1 year? Appearances from a talent or appearances from a fan? Because many of them do not miss a show. Not that he needs it, but Mr. Chris needs to come back and help Simon. Oof, I don't know about that. Haven't heard that name in a long time. Main event Ben, how about Eli Knox? Low blow and Colton Cage. I think there should be a no DQ match between these two. I don't know what's going on. I think Eli Knox is just pissed off that he can't beat Colton Cage. And, you know, I see a lot of Colton Cage in Eli Knox, and Colton's not old by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm watching footage from USA Championship Wrestling where Colton Cage was a young and up-and-comer. So I feel like Eli Knox is in that spot now. Can Eli Knox beat the guy that's a little more experienced than him, maybe a little smarter than him just because of experience and the guy that's the champion? We'll see. Not by hitting him with a low blow after the match, though. So Colton got knoxed after the match. Good call there, Rob. Can you believe Violent J has veto in investing JCW? Man, who knew that? I think it's Vince Russo. I actually like it. I would love to book Vince Russo. So if anybody talks to Vince Russo, tell him Dustin Starr is looking for him. Autism Elite said, we seen replica Memphis Heritage and Junior Heritage. What about replica of Memphis Tag Team title belts? Yeah, we actually had just ordered a batch of championship belts, and one of them is a tag team title belt that a former champion or a champion wanted as part of their collection. So that's a cool thing that we probably should talk about behind the members only is sometimes, you know, these guys and gals win the championship and, you know, it's like they want to take it home. They want it. And so we're able to order them a custom belt. So, yeah, there are custom belts available. Autism Elite, message me offline. You have the Memphis Heritage Championship belt. I'm trying to think of which design you have. Actually, I think it's the new one. You have the new legit Memphis Heritage Championship belt. I think it's the two-tone, the silver and the gold. So good job on you. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. Amen. Dog collar match should be good. I bet it would be. That true Jerry Lawler's my favorite wrestler. Do a fireball on someone's face, 70s, 80s, 90s. Classic Memphis wrestling back in the days. I agree, man. Just having him in the house is going to be awesome. I'm loving WWE Evolve and NXT, says Rico. Good stuff. He would close down a Chili's. He would eat them out of food, says Rob. I don't know about that. I'm sure Jim Cornette believes that Simon is innocent. I bet Jim Cornette probably thinks that we're a shit show, but he probably also freaking loves it because it's so Memphis. What happened to Justin Case? I think Justin Case is on some sort of business trip. He's not been gone long, just a couple of episodes, and now it looks like all hell's breaking loose with the new wave. Stay tuned on that. Besides NXT Gold Rush is in 3 days. Gold Rush is going to be good. Let's donate our life savings to Just Incredible. How about not? How about you go to memphiswrestling.tv and you click the donate to Big Dan. Big Dan has a GoFundMe page. We love Big Dan very, very much. As we stated on the show, Big Dan suffered a heart attack. He went in for a triple bypass surgery, and they ended up having to do quadruple bypass surgery. Of course, he's off work. His wife, Holly, is off work as well because she's there taking care of him. So if you can, even if it's something as small as a cup of coffee, help Big Dan out and go to memphiswrestling.tv and check that out. And anybody that's been to the WrestleCenter, you've met Big Dan. He's the guy that you see at the door. He's a retired police officer of the Bartlett Police Force. 25 years. I was there at his retirement. This thing was just out of left field. He just had a checkup and everything was good. And then this happened. So if you guys can, go to memphiswrestling.tv. You'll see a big banner that says Get Well Soon, Big Dan, and it has the GoFundMe there. That goes directly to Big Dan and his family. All right, let me get all called back up. Buddy Jones, Step Brad should replace his son's CJ Money Trios ring with a ring pop. And then that way Brad can have one on each hand. At some point, Cody needs to drop the belt to Drew. His redemption, okay? You're a promoter, so I value your opinion. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You see Trick Williams in WWE last Tuesday night. Dustin Starr, he got whooped. I love Trick Williams. I think there's a deal there for Al Capizzi and whoop that Trick. I just think they need to go to the main roster to do make some money off of it. Slaughterhouse versus Modern Day Monsters Falls. Count anywhere. Is there an update on Big Dan? I hope I just provided the update. If you have any other questions, let me know. Slaughterhouse called them out. A dog collar match. Jeez. Okay, Toomer from Memphis Heritage Champions. Show enough. Most appearances from a fan, because I'm thinking my New Year resolution is to attend more Memphis wrestling events in 2026, along with WWE Raw in February. We'll be at Raw in February, and also we have a pregame taking place right next door at Ghost River on Beale Street. And I think there are several fans, Christopher, that do not miss a single solitary Memphis Wrestling live event. They're there at the WrestleCenter every single week, and they've got their seats reserved. So I know you and I have talked about getting reserved seats. You just let me know. The ring entrance seats are all gone. I believe the red padded chairs are all gone. But I will double check that for you. Thank you, Andrea. Love you too. Thank you so much. Patrick Moore, in your opinion, does TNA just working with NXT hurts TNA's image beneath WWE because they are the only... Bro, TNA is and always would have been below WWE, so why not WWE help them make money? I mean, I think everybody thinks that it should be versus each other, but WWE is such a big powerhouse that they could literally help feed all of the rest of us if they just threw us a little bone. WWE ID was that, where we were able to promote a WWE logo on our brand. You guys, fans, sometimes look at it as a negative. It's not a negative, and also it gets more people paid. So no, I don't think TNA at all working with NXT hurts any image of anything other than proud wrestling fans that think that this company is better than that company. And that's not what it's always about. Aaron jealous of Zay's belt. Whew, I don't know about that. Aaron has helped Zay win that belt and everything else. Eddie K. Man, I'm glad Big Dan's doing better now. Yeah, Big Dan has been giving me an update. He's been walking the block. It seems like almost every day he sends me a picture of how he travels, so I stay in touch with Big Dan. After NXT Gold Rush, it'll be Survivor Series with War Games. Hey, Dustin, how do you feel about John Cena last time is now tournament to determine? Okay, I don't like the tournament idea. I do like the idea of it. It's just that when we're watching some of these on the show, like Javon Evans has no connection to John Cena, but that's what it's supposed to be about, so I don't know. But it should be good. We got almost 4 years going. That's right, man. Buddy Jones, Brandon, I found this out. His dad took him to wrestling before that. This is such a cool story. Have not missed a show in 4 years. So yeah, Christopher, jump on board, baby. Get well, Big Dan, a real working class hero. I saw Aaron. He put his hands on Zay. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, guys. Got a couple more minutes. If there's any topics you want to cover, I am here to cover them. Then I'm headed to the WrestleCenter with my lovely Maria to start putting the Christmas trees up. The throne has arrived. Red carpet will be installed this week. It's going to be awesome. Big Dan will forever be the best security. Get well soon. I think Kate Toomer and Big John Dalton will get along. Oh, stay tuned. Lots of talk. We'll hold the record for attendance. Eddie Kane will hold the record for attendance. No, this is my real hair, believe it or not. Toomer and Big John Dalton, possibilities. Either they're going against each other or they're getting back together. Which one's it going to be? If they bury the hatchet, you're right. Do you know Super Jabroni's Class Pro Wrestling Deluxe? I don't, but I'd love to know. That's a great name. Dustin, when is the next time you guys have Sam Holloway booked on Memphis Championship Wrestling or United Wrestling Network? I have no idea. We did have Sam Holloway here at one point, and it does look like Gabe Sapolsky will be back. I know I've been saying that, but he will be back, and I'm sure that Sam Holloway will be back as well. Yeah, they do have that record. Could we see more OVW talent in Memphis Wrestling? No. That's very true. Dustin, WWE is helping out TNA, AAA, and the whole wrestling world. I mean, they're helping us all out, honestly. Buddy Jones, shout out to all the fans in Memphis Wrestling chat giving us updates and opinions on other promotions. Without you guys, I wouldn't know. I didn't care. I love you, Buddy Jones. Some of the talk about the other promotions, I do have people that text me on the regular updates on what's going on in other promotions or news and stuff like that, because I'm so enthralled with Memphis Wrestling 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and never turn it off. that I sometimes don't see some of the other stuff, and I never knew how that would be possible. Like, but it is because you live it 100% of the time. So I do appreciate you guys bringing some of that stuff up so we know what's going on. And I'm like Buddy Jones. Sometimes I don't care, but it's good to know. Autism Elite. Look up to see if any VIP box seating are available. What do you think about graphic design? We'll talk about graphic design. The box seating, I think, is going to change. I think that the box seating, all of those seats need to be to one company or one party. So I think that's going to change in 2026. So that's 6 seats. What do you think about Super Jabronis? I don't know what that is, bro. I'm sorry. Babu, I don't know what that is. Are you able to bring in some WWE ID guys soon? Yes. It's, for some reason, I guess their bookings have changed, so it's been a little more difficult to get them. But then also, they don't necessarily sell a lot of tickets, so it is hard. So same answer as always, Patrick. Bo says Matt Cardona returning to main roster on WWE TV. Cass winning the TNA World title. 2 Blood and Guts. Money Fam winning Trios Rings. Pretty crazy week for wrestling. Yes, a pretty crazy week, but Frankie Kazarian texted him. Congrats. Thanks, man. I said, does this mean? He's like, nope. Kazarian in January, it looks like, and I don't have the confirmed date, and I shouldn't be saying this, should be on members only. But TNA World Champion Frankie Kazarian is coming to Memphis Wrestling. Mark Posey's in the house. What's up, Mark Posey? Rico says Tim Bosby and Ray Sanders is the best of the first stars of tomorrow class. I agree with you. Do I use any drugs? No, unfortunately I don't. Hi, everyone. Awesome episode this week, says Brian. Well, I better be off. All right, Thomas, see you later. I'm about to go as well. Any final questions, put them in here. Final topics or anything like that. We'll do a members only this weekend as well. It's an awesome episode of Memphis Wrestling. I appreciate it. Wait till you guys see next week. Psycho Simon defending the Heritage Championship against Ray Sanders. No rules on Thanksgiving Day. Do you ever get to watch Dave Marquez's show? Yes, I do. Hey, I will be out of state during. Hey, I will be out of state. Okay, all right, Mark. For Thanksgiving, I imagine. You need to text me so we can get you together maybe at kids camp if you're able to come work that. We need Jim Ross on guest commentary. I'd love to have Jim Ross. I think Jim Ross is probably getting paid, brother. Like, whew, man. Final questions, ladies and gentlemen. Final topics. Awesome episode. Great main event. New women's champion. You guys can watch Rolling into Mempho here in the next 30 minutes. Go in there. BT, Brian Trammell, will give his opinion on all this stuff as well. Will Ray Sanders be a hero on Thanksgiving? That's the question. Main event Ben says, what do you think about Boz's nomination for PWI Indie Wrestler of the Year? I'd love it. I think it's awesome. We shared that. Congratulations to Boz. His work is nowhere near done, though. I think Boz's goal is to get under contract, and I think that we're going to make that happen, so stay tuned. Never seen you in the UWN chat, so I was wondering. Yeah, I'm usually not in the chat. I think sometimes Marquez and some of the other guys are in the live chat. And that's just strictly based off of my schedule. Dustin, what is the name that you guys are going to come up with for the team of Gio and RJW? We'll stay tuned for that as well. They already have a tag team name. I pray for Ray Sanders, says Jason Freeman. All right, everybody, Dustin Starr. Live reaction, episode 247, already working on 248. Wait till you guys see it. If you guys haven't already, join members only. Click the button, join it. It's only $3.99 a month. It's about time for Boz to cash in the Cobra Cup. He's running out of time. Get well soon. Big Dan, Autism Elite. When those replica Memphis Wrestling Tag Team belts are available, let me know. They're available now. We have them custom made. We do say it takes 8 to 10 weeks for them to be made. I've got some on the way right now. So if you're interested, send me a message. Also, quick plug here, dreammatchmemphis.com, dreammatchmemphis.com. You guys can order your custom matches. We just shot our first round this week, and we've got some more that we're shooting this coming week. So dreammatchmemphis.com. Woods, you have a good weekend. Everybody, thank you so much for joining me here on the live reaction. I am Dustin Starr saying so long, everybody. Oh, yeah. See you, Eddie Kane, man. I'll see you next week, baby. Oh, yeah.